What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Showw interview. 514 interviews I've done in 4 years. Give this special artist a second to get on here, and we will start the Iccy Showw. If you want to be guest on the Iccy Showw, I'm booking until December. Inbox me, and I'll let you know the dates I have available. My interviews are $50, and we are international. So give her a second, and we will start this Iccy Showw. Check out the interview we just did with OB. That was interview 513 interviews. So give her a second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Showw. The one after today is the 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 26th, and 28th. And don't forget to get your tickets for October 30th. If you book them now, you save $5. Go. Hey,
Hey,
Bob. How you doing? Welcome to the
good. How's it going? Yes,
Good.
yes,
How's
yes.
it going?
Good. I feel like I haven't seen you. Shit, I haven't seen you forever.
The last time I seen you was at the show. What show was it?
It had to be. I was gonna say at the Digital Boombox Network.
What show?
I think it was at the Digital Boombox Network.
Maybe it was that one. I was thinking it was the Oh, his name is on the tip of my tongue. The one that you performed at.
Oh, I know where you're talking about, but I think we had linked up after that.
We seen each other after that.
Yep,
Okay. I don't
yep,
know.
yep.
I know it's been a couple of years since the last time I seen you. So how you been since the last time I seen you, Queen? We're just having some technical difficulties. Bear with us. You can't hear me? We're having some technical difficulties. We'll get her back on here. Just give her a second. Shout out to everyone tuning in. Miss BK, salute, Queen, salute, salute, salute. Definitely, everyone. Star, see you, everyone. Make sure you get your tickets for October 30th. It says $5. Otherwise, at the door, it's going to be $15. Okay, I'll send it again. OB is going to be performing Manchester, New Hampshire. All right, I just sent it again to you.
All right, sorry about that.
It's okay, okay. Welcome back to the Icey Showw. We're here with Bonnie Stone from Springfield, Massachusetts. How you doing, Queen?
I can't complain. How you been?
Good, good. Congratulations on your new edition.
Thank you.
So,
Keeping me
how's everything
busy.
doing? Are you doing any shows coming up?
No, no shows. The last show I did was a couple of months ago. DJ Red Alert was in town. At, it was like the Basketball Hall of Fame inauguration out here.
Okay.
So King Reddy called me up and he's like, "LB, we need you on the on the bill." So I went out there, performed. I haven't performed in years, so that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. Um,
Definitely. I seen you perform at the Middle East. You killed it at the Middle East in Cambridge.
yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I try. I like performing. That's one of the things that I do like. You know what I mean? It's like creating the music, but performing is that's what I really enjoy.
Yes, definitely. I could see it. You get everyone to come around the stage. You get interaction with the crowd. So that's good as an artist. Looking at from the outside, I could see it. So salute.
Right.
Get
Yeah.
everyone going.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So where do you see yourself in the next year in the industry?
Whew. Next year, I go back and forth all the time. Right now, I'm working on a project, my next project. I haven't put out a project in since like 2020, maybe 2000. I think 2021, I put out a mixtape. And then I had a couple other mixtapes that King Prince did, but they were already songs that I made. He just mixed them together like a compilation.
Mhm.
So this time around, I'm working on my next album. It's going to be produced by Mindframe. Mindframe actually is the producer who produced my first album, Silence. So I'm doubling back with him again. I've already recorded like 4 songs. I've already written probably like 6 or 7 songs. So it's just a matter of getting in the studio and finishing those up. So I'm looking to do that, drop that before the end of the year for sure, most
Okay,
definitely.
okay. How about I've been waiting to get your interview, and I apologize if we had to push the date a couple of times. That's because of me working. Um, I would like to see, since you're a mom now, how about a nursery album come out, dedicated to like preschool, kindergarten, something like that. What do you think about that?
You know what's crazy? Because I've had like teachers hit me up and they're like, can you make a song about or make, you know what I mean, friendly? That's something I'll work on. I think if I had the right producers to do it and could do it in a fun way, I could do something like that. Maybe that's
I
the
could,
next direction that I'm gonna go in.
yeah, I could see it. The remix of Barney Stone's music of nursery rhymes. At least they'll be up to date, up to par with what's going on around the world, and you can
Right,
relate. So it's gonna come harder, because you've been through it. Not sleeping at night, and
right.
I can see you doing some like Twinkle Little Star. Your own remix.
Right, right. You know what? That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, okay. Keep me updated if you do that.
I
Definitely.
will. I'm gonna go promote that. I might change my whole aura. No more of this. Make money doing it for the kids.
Yes, yes, and you could go to the schools and perform there, and
That's what I'm thinking.
do like a tour.
Yep, and they'll pay me for that. I probably get a
Yes,
good bag doing that too. You know what,
yeah.
Jackie? I think you're onto something.
There you go. Two queens thinking alike, but that's what I like,
Right,
and I like to
right.
see everyone succeed. So, hey, it might be your route to go, and might be opening the doors to your career.
The future, right,
Yes,
right.
definitely. How many songs do you think you have out there now?
Whew. Um, right now, so I have 3 albums, a mixtape, and probably like 4 or 5 singles.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a nice little catalog. If you pull up the Spotify or the Tidal or the iTunes or the Apple Music, you look, my shit is looking kind of nice.
Yes, yes. And what was that music video we did out in the cold after you performed at the Middle East? That was a dope song.
Which one was it?
We were on the roof. Um, was it you were in that mix in that video? After Middle East,
Oh,
remember?
you know who that was? I think that was Ox.
Oh, I thought you were
Yep.
collabing there.
No, I just made a cameo.
Okay, okay, yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
video. We had fun. We all
Yep.
scat. It was a great time.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I gotta start doing more visuals. It's a little harder and difficult to schedule times and things like that. But that's something that I definitely want to get into. It's just creating more content, creating more visuals for people and things like that. So more to
That's
come in the
dope.
future. It's just a matter of finding like I'm the type of person like I like to work with a certain person. You know what I mean? Once I find that vibe with a person, then I like to kind of continue the relationship. So it's hard sometimes to find that right person where you could continue a relationship with.
Definitely, and someone you could trust too, because this industry is crazy, and
Yeah, that
it's
too.
hard to if you give your ideas, they might run it to somebody else, and then give the idea to somebody else, and then they come out before you come out, and that's a headache, and that's
Yeah,
I
not a
don't got time
headache.
for that.
It's that type of shit. I be wanting to hurt somebody, so I don't even be trying to go down that.
Yes,
I don't even be
definitely,
trying to go down that realm with people. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's nuts. So yeah,
definitely. Now, do you have a manager?
no, hell no. I do everything myself because honestly, I feel like this day and age, I mean, yeah, you could do a manager. I think once you get to a certain level, you know what? This is so crazy. Like my phone's going crazy at 6 o'clock. It never goes crazy. All of a sudden, everybody wants to chime in. Um, I don't think I'm at the level where I need a manager. If it becomes something, then yeah, a manager. You know what I mean? But right now, no, I'm just kind of chilling, doing it independently. Plus, sometimes I just be wanting to do things the way I want to do them at the pace that I want to do it when I want to do it. That's just the point where I'm at in my life right now. So, no, but not to say that in the future it could happen.
Definitely. If you could do one feature with someone, who will it be? Who would it be? It could be in the industry or not in the industry.
Huh. If I could do a feature with anybody right now, mm, I don't know. Probably like any of the female artists, any of them.
Have you
You
heard
know what I
of
mean?
M
Nikki,
Styles
Cardi.
before?
No.
She's out of
Nope.
Cambridge. I'm actually
Okay.
hosting one of her shows in October in New Hampshire.
Yep.
But she also is an artist and she is a female. So you might want to link with her. She's on her
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm never opposed to linking with artists to do music. I actually it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Like competition wise and to see what's going to come out of the final product and hearing people's different styles and recording process and bars and stuff like that. So I'm always down to work with people. It's just a matter of if people want to work with me,
Definitely,
you know?
definitely. I know there's people that I'm sure they want to work with you. If you heard her music, definitely go check it out. It's crazy. I've interviewed her before on DBN Digital Boombox Network in Springfield. Shout out to everybody over there. And this
Yeah.
queen, she was on the top 10 when I was a host on there, and she was
Uh,
killing it. She was on there for a few weeks.
yeah.
So salute.
Yeah.
So obviously, someone likes your music out there that kept you on the countdown.
Yeah. I guess so. It's like it's funny because it's interesting like secret supporters.
Mhm.
And that's what I feel like I have a lot of secret supporters because like if somebody hears about me, they'll be like, "Oh, I heard about you through this person." I'm like, "Really?" So I always tell people because a lot of people get wrapped up on likes and people mentioning them, and I always try to tell people, I'm like, "Listen, you can't really go off of that because people sometimes secretly support you, and they may not show it, but they are sharing and doing things like that. So I can't complain.
Okay. Have you come out with your clothing line yet?
Not yet. It's funny that you say that because I was literally talking to a friend of mine. Um, we were talking about that, and she has actually sent me some information in my email yesterday about it. So, yes, it's that is something that I've been thinking about, and I think I need to just manifest it. So it's actually funny that you say it. Now I really feel like I need to do it.
And now that I wanted to bring this to your attention too. How about a maternity line? Because you know how it feels to be pregnant. You know how it feels to be uncomfortable. So I
Yep.
feel like a strong woman like you could come up with a
Mm.
clothing line, but in your brand per se.
Yeah, you know what? You got some good idea, Jackie. I'm gonna have to pick your brain when we get off of this.
Once I start going, I'm telling you, that's why I give people advice because I feel like, a lot of people, you have so much in your mind, but I'm looking
Yep.
at from all types of way. And before I do an interview, I look at things like what could, help you and what we need more of. Like when I was pregnant, we had boring maternity clothes. That is
Yep.
one friggin' thing I couldn't stand. The clothes were ugly, uncomfortable, and we need someone with hip hop style, something that makes us feel good when we're pregnant, especially with all our hormones. You go crazy, but you always want to look good. And I feel like you've been through it, so we need someone to come out with it. And I think it would be
Yeah,
good. Plus, having your own brand on that.
I like that. And even after
Yes,
you're
yes,
pregnant,
yeah,
because it takes a while to bounce back too. And that's
yes. And
something
some
that
people
they
don't
don't
even
keep in
bounce
mind.
back, and it's okay.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's a lot. It's a lot on the body. I'm still like in hiding.
Yes, yes. I couldn't believe it when I heard you were having a baby. I'm like, what? I didn't. That's why you disappeared for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I was gone, and so many people they was like, "Oh, I didn't even know you were having a baby." I was like, "You can't take it personal."
I never forget it. The way I found out was when you were eating Cocoa Puffs.
Yep,
You were
yep,
loving your Cocoa Puffs, and when I was pregnant, I ate cereal like crazy, and it was like, oh my God, I
yep.
know how
And you
you
know what's
feel.
funny? Because I never eat cereal or none of that stuff. So my mom would be like, I can't believe you're eating all this. And I would just love it. Like now, no, I don't even bother touching it because I'm like, all right, this is too much.
Isn't
But
it crazy?
I was every cereal that would come every time I hit the grocery store, I was grabbing all Cocoa Puffs, Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms. I was eating stuff that I don't even eat. I was like, this is it. But yep, that's
I wonder if
funny.
your baby's gonna like those certain cereals that you were craving or having when you were pregnant.
I know it's funny because my first one, when I had her, I wanted ice cream all the time. Never really liked ice cream. She loves ice cream.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was what
It's
she wanted.
crazy when you have something growing inside you. It's not even you controlling it, somebody else controlling your body.
Yep,
Forget
yep,
when we're
yep,
pregnant. So
yep.
congratulations once again. How about
Thank you.
doing a Mother's Day dedication
Hmm.
performance, to all women out there that been had a child, lost a child, something in that nature. Do you see yourself doing something like that in the future?
I don't know. That's kind of heavy. Endless possibilities, Jackie.
Okay, I'm gonna keep inboxing you. When I think of something, like, here's another
Endless
idea. You can go with
possibilities.
it or not, but I'm gonna tell you.
Yep, endless possibilities. But I do like where your brain is headed.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
What is the best performance you ever did that stuck with you and said, I loved it?
Ow. Best performance I ever did. Oh man, that's a good one.
Because you
I don't.
performed a lot.
I was gonna say I did so many. I don't know what was the best one, but I can tell you what was the funnest one.
Okay,
The funnest one was when I did a versus battle with Sakurai,
okay.
and it was during COVID, and DJ King Prince came. He was the DJ. It was probably like, I don't know, 20, 25 people. It was a very small, intimate crowd. We had rented out a venue, and him and I went back and forth song to song, song for song. That was probably like the funnest performance
Mhm.
that I did. And we had a real good time doing it.
Definitely, definitely. Do you see yourself doing battle rapping in the future?
No, hell no.
She's like, nope, I'm an artist, straight artist.
No, no, no. I don't have the temperament for that. You're gonna hurt my feelings. You're gonna say something I don't like. Now it's gonna be hands. I'm gonna go to jail. I got a lot of shit to lose. I can't do it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, my maturity level and tolerance and ego is not made for that.
Definitely, definitely. How about becoming an actress in some movies?
Actually, yeah, I would do that. I would do that. I would do that for sure. That sounds like a bunch of fun. When I was in college, I did some things like that, commercials and stuff. So we had a real good time. I like being on set, production aspect. I'm a person who likes to see results. So anything that has a final product to it, I enjoy.
I would like to see a documentary how you started, because I feel like you could inspire a lot of women out there, through the good, the bad, anything that you've been through during your career. I think that would be a great documentary of you, becoming a
So
mom in the middle of your career, but you didn't stop. You kept on going, and that's woman power. And I believe that you can inspire a lot of women out there that are going through the same thing, especially with your hormones. Like people, you're hearing people say, "Oh, you don't need to be in this music industry anymore. You're becoming a mom," or and I feel like that's just negative. They're not even giving them any positive hope. And with your hormones going everywhere, I feel like you couldn't be a powerful speaker for women that are going through something like that.
you know what's crazy? Because I did for years I've been toying with the idea of making a documentary, even along the lines of how I got into music. And even before that, just love for music and how my mom was into music. And she used to take me to all these hip hop concerts and she used to um, introduce me to artists and things like that. So I've been going to concerts since I was 7 years old. So that's something that I've been doing. And I think that's why I enjoy performing so much, just because of that aspect of it. But there's a lot that goes along with it. So yes, I have been toying with the idea of a documentary. I would like to find footage of me performing. Like I would have to go hunt down Sinister and find footage when I was rolling with him, and I got like things on VHS tape. I just have to get them like converted, because you know how it goes. Everything is like digital now,
Mhm.
and we were very analog back then.
Mhm.
So I would, yeah, I would definitely be interested in doing something like that, and I just might.
Okay, okay. I love it. I love it, definitely. If you could perform in one location, where would it be? It could be around internationally or local.
One location, I would do probably like Africa. You ever see them when they be going to Africa doing them concerts? They be having a million people there. It looks crazy.
Yes, it's true what you're saying. I just had a someone from Africa. He was, what was it, Cameroon, Africa,
Yep.
the whole motherland, and he was from there. His name is Izzy. I interviewed him
Okay.
last week, and he's saying that the show is incredible, and his father was a legend out there, and now he is taking his footsteps of his father because he's older.
Mhm.
But he's saying that shows all the way. You could be from the east, the north, the south, or the west. They're gonna come out and show you, and there's gonna be hundreds of people out there, and that's real love. And he says it's all natural love out there. If you're an
Right.
artist, you get the natural love. People are gonna come out, they never heard of you, they're gonna show you love. And that's
Yep.
that's good, especially coming from the motherland. And that's great that you picked it. So if anyone has any shows in Africa, link with this lady, Bonnie Stone. Look her up. If it's right for her. And I would love to see you cross country to perform. That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be dope. I feel like they really rock out there. And one thing, like I've gained interest for so many artists just watching them live perform. Like even if I never heard them before and they give a good performance, they have a fan.
Yes, definitely.
Yep.
What is the best creative thoughts that you thought when you were doing your video?
Um, I think for me, like when I do, so like with Digital Underground, how I had like skits in between the videos, I like doing stuff like that, just like showcasing my humor and funny side. I have my brother with me, so it's like me talking shit to him. That's just natural. That's what we do. You know what I mean? I'm looking at him like, you're obviously not the smartest one in the family. Like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? So I think Digital Underground, I really like that video. I like the way his name is Mike made Money Shot made it. That's his name. Him and I got together and he made the vision come to life. So that was dope. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh, okay, okay. Lenny, he says Bonnie got bars. He says fire. Hey Queen, peace, peace. So Lenny said that about you. You got bars, and you do
Oh,
got
that's
bars.
what's
You
up.
come out. Your delivery is strong. Um, there was some place in Boston I seen you perform at another place, and you killed it. You rocked the stage, and you just come full throttle. I love that. You got your song Cream. I remember
Yep.
that.
Yep. Yep. New single out right now. It's called shit. I'm so terrible with titles. I wish I could see your live chat. Somebody should probably tell you. On This Beat. That's what it's called.
On
New
this
single
beat.
out right now. On This Beat. Yep. That's my
Where
new
can they go
joint.
watch
It's
it?
you can. I didn't make a video yet, but they could stream it. It's on all streaming platforms. So it's Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube, wherever you want to find it. Share, like, support.
Okay, okay. And if you could go to say Arizona or Texas or somewhere down there to do a collab, would you do it?
Um, yeah, why not? I don't know what it would sound like sonically.
They got the
Just
down
because I
southern
feel,
music,
yeah,
down south.
just because I feel like the type of music that I do is more, it's not nothing like that's out now. Like hip hop always has a sound, right? As of like, I feel like as of 2000s, a little bit after, like in the 90s, every region had their own sound, right? So the Midwest didn't sound like Crucial Conflict didn't sound like Outcasts. So all the different regions had a sound. I feel like now everybody shares the same sound.
Right. Yes.
Um, so I don't know. I don't know what that would sound like sonically, but I'm open.
How do you feel about the T-Pain auto tunes?
To be honest, I mean, if that's what works for you, it doesn't work for me. Sometimes I'm a lyric person, so sometimes I can't hear your lyrics through all that auto tune shit.
Right.
So it just automatically kind of turns me off. Because if I don't know what you're saying, I don't like it. And I don't
Right.
feel like I have to go to Google to look up your lyrics to try to understand the music. Like, I just want to hear your lyrics clear. But I get it. I understand why people use it because sonically it goes like at that point they're using their voice as another instrument on the beat. You understand what I'm trying to say? Where like how I ride the beat is my instrument for the beat.
Definitely.
So,
I'm
you know,
not a
to each
fan
his
of
own.
it. If it's here and there once in a while, okay. But I feel like artists abuse it too much. Not bringing out their creative, their voice, their singing, even the rapping. You're rapping over a T-Pain, auto tunes, and I feel like it's not really them. So, I'm not for it. So I tell
Yeah,
people.
I mean, yeah, I mean, like I said, they want to use it, but that's just not what my ear goes to.
Someone said, "Oh, guy said ransom. Bring up your song ransom. You spit crazy on that."
Oh yeah. How come I can't see the chat? I wonder. That's wild. Um, it is what it is.
Peace, thumbs. Peace, peace.
Yeah, Ransom. Yeah, I did a track for Ransom. It's called No More. I dropped it last December. The numbers were real good on that. We did some really good numbers, and Tommy Pockets engineered it. Danny Caizo produced the beat, and it was a dope track. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely, definitely. Now, there's a lot of artists that Would you do your research on an artist before they want to do a feature with you to make sure that they promote themselves as an artist, or how do you accept
I
someone
don't
that wants to do a feature with you?
I don't do too many features with people I don't know,
That's
to
smart.
be honest with you. And it's nothing personal. Again, like I just don't know what it sounds like sonically. So like naturally I work with Don's Day and Joe Mack for MVS. My boy Nightmare, he's dope, but him and I've been rapping since, oh my God, 20 years now. I don't know. um, and then people hit me up all the time, even like producers, they'll go send me beats, and I'm like, did you listen to any of my catalog? Because if you did, you would know that I'm not rapping on this.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So is I just if it's there, it's there.
Right, right, definitely. And do you stay with one producer? Do you have multiple producers?
Yeah, I have multiple producers. Like right now, yeah, I got multiple producers. If I like your sound, I'll work with you again.
Okay. Do you want to give them a shout out? Your producers you're working with?
Yeah, big shout out to Mindframe. Big shout out to Danny Caizo. Big shout out to my cousin Willie. Big shout out to Gotti Gator. Um, that's all I could think of right now. It's, you
Okay,
know,
okay.
but those are the ones off the top.
Definitely. Let them know where they can find you, where all your music is, your social media, so they can go
Yeah,
request
social media, Facebook, you can find me Bonnie Stone. Um, Instagram, Twitter, you can find me Springfield Best One, but it's really Springfield B Stone, but comes out as the best one.
it.
All the
Yes.
music is on all streaming platforms, Tidal, Spotify, Apple. You can find everything. If you like it, share. You can look on YouTube. You'll find my videos on YouTube under Bonnie Stone. You can always DM me inbox. Always down to share ideas as well, or link up to do music if it sounds good.
Okay, okay. Is there any downfalls that have held you back in this career, you think?
Yeah, a lot of downfalls. So what I'm learning is it's really not what you know, it's who you know. That's why a lot of times you'll see these artists and they'll be like, oh, I got on, but it's because somebody's their cousin or it's a friend of a friend or whatever. So, like, for instance, back in the day, I was in Def Jam office and I had a meeting with Clark Kent. Now, they didn't know who I was or nothing like that. It just happened that somebody knew somebody who knew him. So he took the interview. You know what I'm saying? Things went sideways with the person that I was, the manager that I was trying to do business with. So nothing ever manifested through that. But look at how did I get in the door?
Right.
So that's just like if you got to you got to really know somebody or put yourself in a position or a location to make it happen. I think that was my biggest downfall. I feel like I'm at a point in my life right now. You know, I'm a mother too, I'm a wife and stuff like that. So I'm not going out there and chasing nothing. I'm very comfortable with what exactly I'm doing, and that's putting out music at my leisure, putting it out because I love it. Those who like it will listen, like it, share. Those who don't have to. You know, puts a little bit of paper in my pocket. As long as I have enough money to keep recording and doing what I do, it is what it is.
Where do you record? Do you record in Springfield or somewhere else?
Yeah, I recorded Springfield. Big shout out to Tommy Pockets. Great engineer. You know, we clicked. I think when I first met him, he wasn't sure because I feel like a lot of times um, men are apprehensive when working with female artists because a lot of female artists, oh, I'm just the talk is like phenomenal. Go in the booth, it's straight trash. So I think he didn't really have an idea of how I was gonna be. But then him and we just formed a relationship, and you know, you could go try to find different engineers to do it, but once you find a good engineer that knows you, knows your recording process, knows your presets, everything, it's hard to go anywhere else.
Definitely. I feel like an artist needs to cling first with the producer because that's going to be the one that makes the sound, understands your sound when you go up and you're low, when you're rapping or if you're singing. You know, that's important. That's the key for the
Right,
artist. And I really say that because it's a sound and they got to be able to hear the sound, giving it to the artist all they can.
right,
So that's important.
exactly.
And I
Yep.
salute to you 1000% because I was telling artists to get on the Digital Boombox Network for years when I was out there for 2 years. And that was out in Springfield. And you were one of the, I would say, one of the six that I, kept on telling. And I'm glad you got on there because uh, DJ, um, oh my gosh, from Digital Boombox Network,
DJ
Chisel,
Chisel.
DJ
Yep.
Chisel. Yo, shout out to him. I mean, he's grinding, him in his grind season, going state to state, country to country. That's what I'm talking about. I love to see people succeeding and keep on going. Don't let nothing stop you. And I love seeing every time it was the countdown, I would go to the list, check to see who's still on it, because I wouldn't know until I got in that Wednesday. And then I would
Yeah,
go down, oh, yeah, she's still on there. See who
yeah.
else is on there. A couple of times my people I referred on there, they got kicked out because it's by votes, and you had a lot of supporters always voting for you, so
That's
that's
what's up.
important.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up. It's nice, because a lot of things that I noticed too, like a lot of artists do a popularity thing. So whenever something happens, they like, oh, go and vote, and they rally up their friends and family. And I try to shy away from that because I want real people who don't know me, don't have a dog in the fight, to really give their honest opinion. So I do like to throw my music out to different DJs and stuff and just get that feedback without
Okay.
people even knowing and then saying, all right, yeah, this was dope, or nah, I didn't like it or whatever. But I don't really rely on that fake shit.
Yeah, I understand that 100%. And sometimes you got to keep your circle close tight because, like I said, you might have an idea, you tell someone that's in your circle, and then boom, they're running it, going to do it on their own without even letting you know that that's what they're doing, but it was your idea in the beginning. So, there's a lot of shady stuff, and I salute you. You keep on doing what you're doing. You know, and if anybody is looking for an actress, she's willing to become an actress in something. So, you know, I know there's some people on here that does it. Inbox her definitely, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it will kick off, and I can see you doing some good stuff in that, being an actress.
We'll see.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
see.
And let me know if you end up doing the ideas I told you, so I can help you promote it. I would love that.
Yeah, Jackie. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted
Definitely.
for
Is there
sure.
any shout outs you would like to give, or anything you would like to bring up we didn't cover?
No, no, no. Be good. Big shout out to MDS. Big shout out to the Barbershop podcast. Um, Big shout out to all the fans and all the viewers, all the listeners. And that's where we're gonna keep it.
Definitely, definitely. I appreciate you, Bonnie Stone, coming on the Iccy Show. And one more question.
Yeah.
If there was anything that you could change in your career, what would it be?
Anything if I could change in my career, I probably would have changed locations. I would have moved.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have
And
moved
what
out of
makes you say
Springfield.
that you would move? Do you not get the support down there where you are, or?
No, no, it's not that. I just think location is everything. So it's kind of like how, you know, how Nicki Minaj had to move to Atlanta to pop.
Mhm.
Sometimes you just have to move locations and be in contact with a specific person or a specific group to really shine. And that's the only thing I regret. If I was younger, I would have moved. I would have moved to New York or moved down south or something like that.
Well, Legal Mob Entertainment is she's tuning in. Miss PK, salute. She is Vega Dawn from Wu Tang Management. She is his manager. She's on here, and I'm part of her promotion team. So she's looking for artists. So hopefully she's hearing this, and hopefully she links with you. She was on here. I don't know if she still is. Her name is Miss PK. Legal Mob Entertainment and Wu Tang. She's up there. So I would like for you to go under Wu Tang if it's with Jimmy King, Miss BK, or somebody in that direction. But she's out of Arizona, but she is Vega Dawn's manager. So I'm a
Okay.
part of her team. So I would love for her
That's
to link
dope.
with you.
Yeah, that's dope.
You remember African Born Music?
Yep.
I got him signed with her.
That's what's up. That's
So
definitely what's up. Okay.
so
Check you
yes,
out,
I hope.
Jackie, being a liaison.
Definitely, definitely. I want to see you in good hands. You need a great manager that's going to take care of you to the top. And,
Yeah,
you
for
know, I
sure.
know she's been taking care of him. I mean, he was having shows soon as um, she signed him, and he had an album release party in New Jersey. He wasn't just staying in Boston, he was linking outward. I tell people, you got to start at your home base, and then you're going to slowly drift away and get out there. And that's what I did.
Absolutely.
Same thing. I wasn't connected to 50 states or the other countries. Now I am. I'm everywhere. So that's what
Right.
I would like for you to do. And I think, like I was saying, that maternity, um, um, the maternity, like the line of the Golden Line, I could see you doing it. In the schools, definitely being a mentor to the younger kids. That's what we need to do. Like, you know, there's rappers out there talking about killing. I lost my brother a month ago, and it was devastating. And you know, it's like how he passed is the worst way to go. And it's like, you know, we're supposed to be coming together more, not going drifting this way, drifting that way. And a lot of people our age wants that. So I tell everyone, we got to make that difference. If I can be the plug to plug this person, to plug this person, long as it's all positive, I'm for it. I'm not for the negative, because like you got to get home to your husband and your kids. I got to be home to my children, you know,
Right.
and soon my grandbaby. So it's like, that's what I'm focused on. Anything is irrelevant. And I see you. I can see you. Like, I see you being one of those. And you know who else? I was signed with Federal District Records, which is Wu Tang too. And that's why you got that grip. And like, I'm gonna put your name out there in those people's ears, because like I said, we're country to country, state to state. So I want to see you part of our team. So Miss BK, if you're watching, you need to sign her. She's another artist. You're not gonna be disappointed. She gets the Iccy Show approval, I'm telling you. You won't be disappointed. And she's a hard go-getter, a woman too. And Miss Big K loves that. She likes those people that are go-getters, and she'll give you all she can. And Federal District Records, Nimrod, he's the owner of Federal District Records. I was signed with him a year ago, and then I went to Legal Mob Entertainment. So it's who you know, like you say. And if you're on good basis with them, I stay good basis with everyone except for one person I didn't, and I'm not gonna bring that person up, but he fucked himself that way, and
Right.
you do it. If you do bad energy is just gonna come back to you. If you're
Yep.
trying to really be out there, like there's people I'm working with all around, they hear of me in Africa, Italy, people have reached out to me. Iceland. I had people reach out to me. I didn't even know people lived that Iceland, and they reached out hearing about me. And it's important to have your name out there. And I'm gonna let them, those two people that I know, that you would be in good hands, because you need to be in good hands, especially a woman like you, a real hard woman power. And I salute you 1000%, Bonnie. Don't ever get up.
Appreciate you.
Never give up. I want to see Bonnie Stone with the trophy the next time I have her on the Iccy Show. So anyone doing any music videos, she gets approval from me. Go vote for her, definitely.
Appreciate you, Jackie.
You're very welcome, Queen. Is there anything else you would like to bring up?
No, that's it. We Gucci over here.
All right, I appreciate you. And again, I apologize. I had to cancel a couple of times on the dates and stuff, but I gave it to you.
You gotta work. You gotta make that money. It's no big deal.
Yes, definitely.
We made it happen, so I appreciate you.
You're very welcome, Bonnie Stone. This is Bonnie Stone from Springfield, Massachusetts. Interview 514 interviews I've done in 4 years. Link with this woman. She is doing some positive, and she is great at performing. I'm telling you, she'll rip the stage. I've seen her do it, and she gets it. She's a go-getter. Salute to you, Queen. Much love and respect to everyone tuning in and to you, Miss.
Appreciate you, Jackie. I'll be in touch. Have a good night.
Have a blessed night. If you want to be a guest on the Iccy Show, inbox your girl, Jackie Brown with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. I'm booking in December. Have a blessed night, everyone. Thank you for everyone tuning in. I see you, Charles. We got everybody tuning in. Salute. Much love and respect. Peace.